Hello, I'm Emma Hammett from First Aid for Pets, and today I'm going to talk about resuscitating your dog. It's every pet owner's worst nightmare that they would come along and find that their dog was unconscious and not breathing and not know what to do. Today is Restart a Heart Day for humans, and I thought how appropriate to make sure that we cover this for dogs as well. So if you find that your pet is unconscious and you don't think they're breathing, the key thing is to check and to find out. So before you panic, check to see if there is any response. So speak to them, touch them, shake them gently. Always good to touch them with the back of your hand first, but if it's your pet, go straight in and find out if they're okay. If there is no response, you need to see if they are breathing. So move then their muzzle up a little bit. You might want to pull their tongue forward a little bit as well to clear their airway, and see if you can sense any breathing. So put your hand in front of their nose and mouth and see if you can sense any breathing at all. If there is no breathing, then give them 5 quick rescue breaths. So hold their mouth closed and breathe through their muzzle, breathe through their nose. So hold the muzzle, breathe through their nose and breathe in, breathe into them. Depending how big a dog you have, just bear in mind that if you've got a very small pet, their lungs may only be the size of about a tea bag, so don't breathe out into them too hard. But what you are trying to do is to fill their lungs with air. Okay, obviously be very careful that, that you're not going to get injured yourself. And if it isn't your pet, make sure you ask permission from the pet owner before you start intervening. If there is no response and they don't start breathing, check for a pulse. And you do that by checking in their thigh and feeling, or see if you can feel a heartbeat by putting your hand on their chest. If there is a pulse, then give them 5 more rescue breaths and see if that helps. If there isn't a pulse or you can't sense a heartbeat, then what you want to be doing is give compressions onto their chest. Now put them onto the right hand side, because that gives you the best access to their heart, because that will leave their heart uppermost, unless it is something like a bulldog, in which case it's been suggested that actually rolling them on their back like you would do for human resuscitation might give them better access to the heart, or give you better access to their heart. Okay, you want to be pushing down about 1/4 to 1/3. So you're pushing pretty hard on, because what you are doing is when you are pushing on the chest, you are squeezing the heart. You are being a heart and a lung machine. So you're going to be pushing down at a rate of about 2 compressions per second. So about 120 beats per minute. And you're going to give 30 compressions to 2 breaths. Get a vet notified as quickly as possible. We're not currently using defibrillators on pets, and so their chances of survival are not fantastic, but you are giving them the best possible chance. Obviously get them to the vet as quickly as you can, and hopefully those initial breaths that you will have given them might just bring them back to life. So I hope that's been helpful. That's Emma Hammett from First Aid for Pets.